Hi, Lenore here, and no, I haven't forgotten about you. So, a couple of things about this chapter. This is the cost volume profit relationship chapter. And the good news is that the items that are graphed, like the regression analysis or the high low method or the operating leverage, and the margin of safety, those items I'm not going to, well, frankly, I don't think they're necessary in this chapter at this level. So, yes, they're in the chapter, but no, I'm not going to test you on it. So, we're just going to focus on dollars and units. Okay, so with that said, let's look at this particular problem, exercise 6-6A. So I've kind of listed it up here and highlighted the important items. The selling price, $20 per unit, variable cost, $14 per unit, and total fixed cost, $90,000. And the question is, what unit sales volume, so sales volume in units, is necessary to earn these three numbers, 18,000, 27,000, or an amount equal to the 20% of sales revenue. I've put the formula right here. So desired units equal total fixed cost plus desired net income before income tax divided by the unit contribution margin. So the first thing, how do we calculate the unit contribution margin? Well, we have sales, and those are $20 per unit, and we have the variable cost, and that is $14 per unit. So the contribution margin per unit is 20 less 14, or $6 per unit. So let's go ahead and do the first one, which is 18,000. I'll put that closer to the problem. So the total fixed cost is 90,000. That comes from up here. And we're going to add that to the desired net income, which is 18,000. And we're going to divide all of this by $6. So once again, 90,000 is fixed. 18,000 is the amount of net income before income tax, and 6 is the contribution margin per unit. So the answer to the first one is 18,000 units. That's pretty simple, if you can remember formulas and things. Let's do the next one. Again, I'm going to set it up the same way. So fixed cost, $90,000. Add to the 27,000, which is the net income before income tax. Put that in brackets. And then we're going to divide by the the contribution margin per unit, which is 6. Oops, got some kind of crazy error in here. That is wrong because I multiplied it by 6 rather than dividing by 6. So there's the answer. So in order to receive $27,000 in net income before income tax, we would have to sell 19,500 units. Now, C is a little different, and it's not different, but my algebra skills are probably not as good as yours. So I'll give you the formula and I'll give you the answer, but as you can see, I didn't know what to multiply. Well, I'll just show you. So again, we have 90,000 plus, now it says 20% of sales revenue. So 20% of, and to determine sales revenue, total sales revenue, it's going to be $20, which is the selling price, multiplied by the number of units. So here's $20 multiplied by the number of units. And again, I'm going to put brackets around this one. We're going to divide by $6 per unit. Now, I'm counting on the solution that the authors have given me. So when you do this, the answer becomes 45,000 units. And as I said, I've tried to multiply 6 times 90,000. Then I couldn't remember if I needed to multiply 6 times 20% and then $20. So as I said, my algebra isn't that good. Or certainly not up on it. But this is the solution to letter C. And that equals $45,000. So with that said, I'll show you a second way to do that. This particular problem, just hang on. Okay, I'm back, and that must look like magic to you. So I feel more comfortable with a very horizontal analysis, and I wanted to show you how to do this problem in this little chart. So I'll give you all the pieces. $20 per unit, that was given for the selling price. $14 per unit was given for the variable cost. Excuse me, that's my phone. Okay, so the phone rang, I've answered it. Let's go back to what we were doing. So I've set up the contribution margin income statement, sales, variable costs, contribution margin, fixed costs, net income before income tax. I have the per unit, 20 less 14 is 6, and we can calculate a percentage by setting the sales to 100%. You do that by taking 20 divided by 20. You calculate the variable percentage by taking 14, divide that by 20, and then you can just do a subtraction. So here we go. If we set net income to 18,000 and fixed costs are 90,000, we can add fixed cost plus net income and we come up with $108,000. Divide that by 6, contribution margin, divide that by 6, and the answer is 18,000 units. So to do the second part, so I'm going to have to leave this in here so it doesn't confuse you. So copy, paste special. Let's leave all the values there. So there's no more formula. So for the second one, which is the desired net income before income tax is 27,000. Again, 27,000 plus the fixed cost is 117,000. Divide that by $6 per unit, you get 19,500. Now, unfortunately, again, as I said earlier, my algebra is not what it could be. I'm not certain how to answer this part. I can give you the answer, the formula that's given in the book, and the answer, which is 45,000 units. But I can't walk you through it. So with that said, Lenore out.